Behold, the Mendoza Breakfast Automator, the future of breakfast.
Yeah, if the future includes us all getting blown up.
It's fully automated with synchronized toast toasting, brewing, and pancake flipping.
Dad, why does it sound like a helicopter?
Okay, everybody stand back. Efficiency.
Yeah, stand back for the explosion. Whoa, it's alive.
Just a minor adjustment.
I'm improvising.
Yeah, improvising disaster.
It's just thinking.
I think it's becoming self-aware. Turn it off! Mom, turn it off!
No!
Family spa night.
Am I interrupting something? This is very advanced.
We're all gonna die.
Okay.
That sentence failed twice already.
I got it! Everybody stop!
Observation, ceiling pancake liberated.
Join gumvue.studio on Patreon. Start creating your AI movies today.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to create a sitcom using Custom GPTs, a Storyboard generation GPT, and SEEDANCE 2.0. First I'll write, generate sitcom comedy 80s. The system immediately begins generating the story, including the characters, props, environments, and overall setup. After that, it asks how I want to continue, so I select Draw Character Sheets. Once the character sheets are generated, I copy the descriptions and move them into Grok. As you can see, Grok is very good at generating detailed and realistic-looking character images. I download all of the generated images, upload them back into ChatGPT, and ask it to create proper character sheets using those reference images. This gives us much more realistic and consistent results. Now the images are generating. As you can see, the updated versions already look much better. I repeat this process for all 4 characters, including the little girl. Next, we generate the main room where the story takes place, along with all of the important props and environmental elements. These assets will later be used throughout the animation process. The GPT then starts building the story structure scene by scene. Each block represents roughly 15 seconds of screen time. Once the first scene is created, it provides a short breakdown along with a full cinematic prompt. We could use either version, but for this workflow we'll use the complete paragraph prompt. Now I ask the GPT to generate the first storyboard image. I'm not giving it any special instructions yet, just a simple request to create a storyboard frame. The result is a standard storyboard-style image for the first shot. After that, we move on to the next scene and repeat the same process. Again, the GPT generates both the scene breakdown and the storyboard image. In this second storyboard, you can notice an issue. There are 2 TV boxes in the image. If we generate video from this frame, the duplication will create continuity problems in the animation. To fix it, I simply ask the AI to update the image and remove the extra TV. To do this, click Edit, enter the correction request, and regenerate the frame. The system gives me 2 new options, and I select the corrected version with only 1 TV. Once both storyboard images are ready, I download them and move into Dreamina. Inside Dreamina, I create a new project and upload all of the storyboard shots. Next, we build the character library inside Dreamina Octo. I create each character profile one by copying the names and assigning the reference images. After that, we upload all of the environmental assets and props. We simply drag and drop the room images, objects, and other visual elements into the correct sections. These assets will later help maintain visual consistency during scene generation. Now we prepare the invention machine that appears in the story. We upload it the same way as the other assets and organize it as a reusable scene element. At this point, we're ready to generate the first animated scene. I copy the cinematic prompt, switch to the grid view, select Omni mode, choose a 50-second duration, configure the screen size and resolution, and then attach all of the relevant character references and scene elements, including the room and the machine. Once everything is attached, I paste in the prompt and click Generate. This is one workflow for creating the animation. For the second shot, I repeat the same process: Omni mode, reference characters, scene elements, and prompt. Now I'll show you another method. This time, instead of using a fully rendered color storyboard, I generate a sketch-style storyboard version. In many cases, the sketch approach actually produces better animation results than the fully colored images. Here's another useful trick. I use the last frame of the previous video as the starting frame for the next shot. This helps create smoother transitions and stronger visual continuity between scenes. Some generations turn out great, while others have issues. That's normal with AI video workflows. Often, you only need a few strong seconds from each generation. In this example, the shot looks good overall, but one character is missing from the scene. Since we never created that character before, we first need to generate a new character sheet. I generate the missing character, Mr. Peterson and Mrs. Peterson, directly inside ChatGPT this time. Earlier, I used Grok for extra realism, but ChatGPT also does a very solid job on its own. Once the new character is ready, I create another character block and continue the workflow as before. Now we generate the next video shot using the storyboard image, character references, environmental elements, and the cinematic prompt for that scene. After attaching everything, I click Generate. In this version, we finally see the Peterson character appearing behind the window. The shot works well, although it feels slightly too cartoonish for the final style, so I decided not to use it later. You can also generate scenes without relying heavily on storyboard images. Here, I remove most of the reference images and keep only the first frame as the visual anchor. This creates a different variation of the shot. At this stage, we now have several different versions of the same scene. Some have small problems, while others work very well. Usually, the best results come from combining both approaches, using storyboard references together with strong cinematic prompts. Another important tip is to generate multiple versions of the same shot. Sometimes the first result is not ideal, but later generations produce much better continuity, animation, or composition. If the ending frame has issues, I simply trim it out during editing. So that's the overall workflow. Now you know how to generate sitcom scenes using Custom GPTs, storyboard generation, Dreamina Octo, and AI video tools. From here, you can experiment with different prompts, styles, storyboard approaches, and scene structures to refine your final film.